What's up?
What's going on?
Okay, can you hear me? Because for somehow Richard the fucking Cure kept somehow calling all my social media and all my lines were lining up on there. Can y'all hear me good?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, I was like, oh shit. Hey guys, we got a cool show tonight. I think Jomi's gonna be popping on in just a little bit, talking about he's the true 185 champion of everything. He's the real 85. We got Benjamin coming on. I helped him out with the Bare Knuckle Boys last night, producing that. And he's got a lot of crazy stuff to say about a lot of upset about fights tonight. So he should be popping on, Miss Janine, too.
There was a lot of stuff happening over the weekend.
But guys,
lots of stuff.
Look, I wanted to start the day off. You know, I like to do a moment of silence for any kind of problems. But guys, we saw over the weekend. Look, this is what I'm going to say. Everybody tells you to do something, do something, do something, do something, do something. And then when it all falls away, they all run. You're going to understand this, guys. Just feel this right here. This wave right here. Y'all ready?
Is it still at zero?
Look, I will tell you, look, while we're waiting, this is the craziest thing. I just want to say something, guys. The karma coin thing to everything about all that crazy stuff happened on the weekend. Nobody can get in their accounts, man. It was the craziest weekend of anything I've ever seen in my life, to be honest. Just imagine this. Imagine creating a scam where you literally get put on stage and you give yourself a car.
I don't know the details of what transpired, and I really want to find out. And I don't know if I'll ever get straight answers, but I think it's extremely interesting. And I would definitely like to know the backstory, because it was really awkward. And in that ring, you could tell everyone felt that it was awkward. It was just awkward.
But you know what? It's going to be epic when somebody does tell the whole prank, the whole thing. At the end of the day, 10 years from now, when they say, hey, I literally gave myself a car. Ha. I'm going to laugh at that. But at this, because I am going to laugh, because all those people, that other company with our MMAcoin, they would always reach out and say, hey, y'all want to fight us? You want to do this? You want to do that? We don't fight people valued at zero. But check this out. We have the true 185 champion in the world. The guy that I've seen him weigh in at 185. I've seen him beat everybody at 185. He is the true champion. Will be the Police Gazette champion. We have.
Yay. He's in there somewhere.
Did it pop in?
He's on.
Hey, yo.
So Jomi, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, man. What's up, man? What's up with somebody talking about they're the 185 the champion and stuff? What's up with that?
Hey, man. Last time I checked with the commission, they said you got to weigh 185 to be the 85 champ. So, that's what I did for a whole tournament against more experienced fighters. So I earned the belt the correct way. If you guys are winning participation trophies out there, doesn't matter what you do outside of bare knuckle. It matters what you do in bare knuckle. So it matters how many fights at 85.
What do you think about that, man? What do you think about that? Somebody fighting for a belt they didn't even weigh for. What do you think? Is that even?
Yeah, illegal? I mean, you know what I call that? I call that a participation trophy. And if you're a true fighter and you accept that, that means that you're a coward, to be honest. Like, you're accepting participation trophies. You're not earning that shit. When people say, oh, I earned it with blood, sweat, and tears, no, you didn't, because you didn't weigh 185. So now, for the Police Gazette Belt, that belt, you can weigh 185 to 206 or 205. So that's acceptable. But to say you're a 185 champ, you know, and not weigh 185, it's retarded. If you want to fight for both belts, you got to weigh 185, and then, you know, you qualify for both belts.
And you know
But
what
I
I'm
mean,
thinking?
you know,
It should be a catch weight. I think you're in Lorenzo for the Police Gazette 190. You're in Lorenzo 190 for the Police Gazette.
yeah, I mean, I want all the 185 belts, so I'm willing to just, you know, weigh 185 and take all the
let me
belts
ask you,
there.
with the Police Gazette, does it have just a 185 belt? That's what I've been looking up and I couldn't find.
No, I mean, they have different weight classes, but the 185, the cruiserweight is 185 to 205. So, you know, you can weigh anything in between there. It's just that, you know, if you're gonna fight and say, you know, you're fighting for the 185 championship, you know, weigh 185 for both belts and win both belts at 185. But
Right.
that's what I do, so nobody could say shit. And there's no controversy. Do it the right way. There's no controversy, and you're down in history as a top dog, and that's what I'm going to do.
Awesome, dude. Look, I was gonna say, like, that's kind of like you fighting at your next fight, and Mike saying, "Hey, Jomi, you're the 165 champion too. You don't ever have to weigh it. You're the champion. Here's your belt." You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing.
Yeah, I'll take that belt and give it right back and be like, "Don't you ever put that belt in the same sentence as my name unless I weigh that weight."
Awesome. Hey, look, Mr. Nate. I know, Mr. Nate. He's all fired up in the gym right now. You hear all the testosterone going in the gym right now. Like, what are you doing there? I know she wants to know.
Oh, I mean, I'm on the bike right now. You know, I already did some work with my coach, and you know, we're just over here at 24-hour fitness, just, you know, putting in some cardio, strength and conditioning work in.
Are you on the bike now? Like,
yeah, we're on the bike.
Look,
Hey,
you're on
Jedi. I'm with the Jedi Master.
I knew it.
I'm with
That's
the Jedi Master right here.
Yeah. I want to show you a picture. Tell me one word. When you see this picture, what do you think?
Hey, you know what I think? Hashtag what a scam.
It went down.
I mean, hey, the truth always comes out, right? So, yeah.
Hey, you got to give them credit. They somehow gave themselves a car, though. At the end of the day, it's going to go down as one of the funniest pranks ever. Because, I mean, she received a car. You know, they said she pulled a car trailer down there?
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, it's wild. It has scam written all over it.
I want to hear the whole backstory behind this. They could probably do like a whole TMZ like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just wild. I mean, there's so many scams like that everywhere.
So, Jomi, Ryan keeps saying, I told Ryan you said you'll be there at Celebrity Boxing in March. When you're on here, I want to show you the video Ryan, he sent it to Chachi, and Chachi uploaded, but he's not here. This is
hilarious, Jomi. It's freaking hilarious.
There he goes. Because he wanted to make sure you saw it. On the belt. 8 years average.
Fun fact about this name right here. It'll always have Cody's number. It's a little fun fact. How am I going to lose to somebody who looks like this? Peeps were asking me, how are you going to feel after you annihilate Cody at Celebrity Boxing for the next matchup? I said it doesn't really matter to me. I kind of feel like this.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Is that not hilarious?
Yeah, it's hilarious. You just gotta come back with some Rocky shit and put your face on it.
Exactly.
Knocking down Dragu.
You're coming with your belt.
What happened?
You bring your belt.
Oh, I mean, yeah, belts. It's gonna be multiple. By then, I should have more Infinity Stones.
So
That
funny.
is true. February, man. You'll be fighting in February. That is true.
Yeah.
Hey, so coming up in December, you said you're down there with the show with us. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff down there and stuff. Is there any fights you're looking forward to on this card coming up? Is there like a certain one you're looking forward to?
I mean, all the fights are good matchups. So I'm looking forward to, watching all of them. I'm looking forward to getting on the commentating table, with the legendary commentating crew. Call some fights. And then, yeah, man, it's a lot of good matchups. They got two guys from overseas coming over, ready to destroy, undefeated, coming to fight one of my previous opponents. So that's going to be a very good matchup. Let's see how it holds up, because Luis Melo walks through everything. So let's see what he can do. And then, yeah, they have the main event is a good fight, the women's fight. That's going to be a crazy way to end the night. Yeah, there's just a lot of matchups. There's rematches from the last fight that there was controversy. So it's going to be good, man.
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
I'm going to tell you a fight to look at. Look for Seth against Al, Speedy Al. That Seth against him.
Yeah, man. I remember Speedy Al from Wyoming. We fought on the same card, and yeah, so I've seen him, come up in BYB. So that's gonna be a good matchup. I want to see that shit too.
And Seth, his last fight in MMA, he got kicked. No lie, he fought and got his championship fight. I watched him get kicked 5 straight times in the face, kneed in the face, points 4 times, and then he still took the guy down. And I was sitting there, so he's got a chin. So this is going to be like and he's training with King Mo and that David at the gym in Ohio. So he's going to have some good training. So it's going to be a badass fight.
Yeah, man. It's bare knuckle, so all that taking blows and shit like that is different when it's bone to bone. So.
Oh yeah. Hey, what do you think about the matchmaker, Mel? Man, he puts together some fucking fights, don't he?
Yeah, man. I mean, he came from other organizations, putting on great matchups. He put on great matchups and here, and yeah, it's always an exciting show.
Yeah, I know you're at the gym, man. We don't want to take too much time, but I know Lorenzo's got your belt, right? And you got to unify it somewhere, right?
I mean, yeah, that's the goal, is to get all these bare knuckle promotions to unify belts, so I could take all that shit, and nobody could tell me shit about, oh, you didn't fight this guy, you didn't fight that guy. Make everybody weigh 185 pounds. I'm gonna knock you out and take all the belts, and that's gonna look like Thanos when he put all the Infinity Stones on his hand. It's inevitable. Remember that.
But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. I wanted you on tonight to let everybody know, because when I saw that, I said, that's bullshit. I said, they ain't met the jab of death yet. They haven't met it yet.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just gonna accept belts that you didn't work for, I mean, are you really a champion? Do you really accept that as a fighter? I wouldn't accept that. I would. The only way I would accept belts is by fighting who I need to fight, by fighting however many times I need to fight, and doing it the right way, where there's no controversy, nobody can say shit. But damn, Jomi worked his way to that shit.
I mean, you came from the bottom. You were underdog from the start.
Underdog from the start. Underdog from the start. They're just like, oh, he's just a pissed off, long-legged Israeli Dominican. And guess what? Yeah, big pissed off, long-legged Israeli Dominican whooped everybody's ass to get this belt, and I will continue to do that and take everybody's 185-pound belt. Because I'm gonna mark myself as the greatest 185-pound.
I'm down with that. I agree.
Hey, that's
and
all. That's it.
Yeah, man.
Right before you came on, I told Mr. Gene, I said, hey, I'm kind of going to be like his, he's Brock Lesnar. You have Paul Heyman out there saying, Brock's the killer. I was like, tonight I'm going to let everybody know that's the champion.
That's right.
Yo, just think of it like this. When it comes to this shit, at 185 pounds. Do you remember that one stunt Stone Cold did when he was just Stone Cold stunnering everybody in backstage, on stage, between stage? Everybody was just random. You just look at him, Stone Cold stunning. So that's what I'm doing to everybody who has a 185-pound belt.
I'm taking it.
That's the
Straight
problem.
like that. I'm walking, just walking around. 185. You 185-pound champion? Stone Cold stunner. Boom. You that shit.
185 champion.
I just love that you're on the bike right now. It's kind of like if I had a Peloton in my apartment.
Hey.
Like I feel like a Peloton on his.
We always working. Even in our interviews, we working. We outworking our opponents by any means necessary.
That is true dedication.
You know,
I totally appreciate the hustle.
by any means necessary, man. I get my rest when I sleep.
Awesome, man. Hey, you got any shout outs you want to give? I know you're training. You can get off and get back to training, man.
Shout out to the creator of all things, Marita Singapore. Shout out to the family, the wifey, my nutritionist, keeps me right for any fight. Keeps me, 185 pounds. And, yeah, man, shout out to Team KO committee, management, the Jedi Master, everybody I train with, Sanford, MMA, everybody. We just training hard, grinding, making our way to the top with no controversy, We don't want no controversy. We just want a clean number one fighter. That's it. Like, yeah, man, that's it.
Good for you, Jomi. That's awesome.
We out here. We grinding. Huh?
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on out, man. Get back training, and when we get closer, if you hear any good shit talking about these fights going on, let us know so we can get going.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Get your tickets. It's gonna be destruction in December.
December 17th, guys. If you have not gotten your tickets to go to this show, you're missing out. You have to go James L. Knight Center to watch this fight. BYB. It's going to be amazing.
All right, thanks so much, man, for coming on.
No problem. Out.
See you, man. I mean, he has a very good point. He is the 185 champion.
That's right.
He is and
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Can you hear me now? I signed it. He is the one. He is the champion, and he makes a point that if you're going to fight for the 185 champion belt, you need to actually weigh 185. That does make sense.
100%. It does make sense.
I totally agree with him. Everything. I think Benjamin will be joining us shortly to talk about that. But since when Jomi we were talking about all the crazy stuff over the weekend and things and like that, and then you just saw the Ryan video. Look, Ryan is everybody reach out to Ryan. He is so obsessed. He reaches out. He's like, hey man, we're going to fight. Are you really going to hit me hard and stuff like that? And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, well, I'm going to beat you up. Like all day long, he's messaging me. Like he's really obsessive. I'm trying to figure out if we should send him a care package.
Oh, that's so sweet. We should maybe some Bengay or some, some Terphouse to cover his wounds when you beat him up.
I don't know. Something. He's
Band-Aid, like a first aid kit, maybe. Some gauze, some tape.
Yeah. And see, guys, Chachi's in location driving right now because he's traveling. So if you see me looking down, I'm trying to see what's going on. And if you don't see stuff coming across the screen like it should be, usually the reason why it's not coming across the screen is because I actually forgot not to put it there. So in a second, I will put something there. Just watch. There we go. It's at the bottom of the screen. Somebody just messaged me and said, "Where's the bottom of the screen thing?" I said, "There it is. Look, you see how quick the." So look, the Bare Knuckle Boys. I think he's popping on. If he pops on, because tonight we're going to do about a 35-40-minute show anyway. And if he don't get on, because I know he's in work schedule, it's fine. But like we said, James L. Knight.
Do you see him? I see him in the waiting room.
Is he in the waiting room?
Yep.
Oh yes.
He's ready to go.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, I
Hi.
made it.
Hi,
Oh
Ben.
my God.
What's
Here it
up,
is.
man?
We've been waiting for this. I told her, I said, this guy's got some rants probably to go on tonight.
Yeah, I got a lot. I just woke up like 20 minutes ago, but it's still fresh on my mind.
So tell us thank you for joining us. And what did you make of this weekend? I mean, that was just all kinds of crazy.
Breed and Pearl fight. Breed and Pearl fight. Let's go with that.
I'll say when the app was working, it was at least entertaining and exciting, but also rather infuriating for a good chunk of it. That's how I would sum it up. And as I said earlier, I would say if I were to just summarize the last 3 fights, I would call it the most disrespectful night of BKFC history. Because I think a lot of times you see the fighters after the fights, usually, not always. There's definitely been some times in the past where the fighters do not quell whatever animosity they had between them at the time of the.
You talking about Hector and Lorenzo? You talking about the end of that?
I'm talking about them, but I'm also talking about before that with Pro Gonzalez and Britton Hart.
And Britton.
There's definitely still something after that fight, and Datwin and Luis Palomino. All 3 of those fights, they ended with it seemed like things were not settled with any of them. But man, let's start by talking about that MMAcoin shit.
Please, let's start.
What's up with that? I mean, they're literally giving away cards to themselves now. I wasn't sure until I saw a video pointing out that this Jules, whatever her name was, she was literally one of the people who was in all the advertising on social media for this MMAcoin stuff. So
oh my goodness!
A little more than just suspicious, really. So. I don't know what's up with that. It's
she was on a podcast, dude. She was on a podcast talking about the car months before that, how she was going to win. Go to her Instagram. She was driving saying, I'm going to win a car. And she was showing pictures of it. Like, this was all a fucking joke. Like, somebody was, look, it's going to be the funniest scam of all time down the road. Because they basically said, hey, we're going to give ourselves a car. How many cars did they give out? Check this out, Benjamin. Google everybody they gave a car to and try to find those people. And most of them live in Ohio, where it's based out of.
Yeah, they're giving them to themselves.
And one's in Florence, Alabama.
Yeah,
it's like 30 minutes.
It's like if I made a car giveaway for my subscribers, and then I just gave it to my co-host, Sam. I'm like, oh, you win.
It was the awkwardness in the ring when she came in there with that wig on. It was so in the sunglasses. It was so awkward.
You gotta love the part how they didn't even mic her up. So it's just her talking to no one for a solid.
She just won a Lambo and she wasn't screaming. I would be like, yes, or I'd be like, can I get the money? Can I get the money? Can I get the money? Sell the car. I'd be screaming and hollering. I wouldn't be like, yo, yeah, cool. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I don't know. That was pretty suspicious. It was beyond suspicious. But aside from that, I've got another behind-the-scenes thing to complain about, and that's the app functionality. It shut off for everyone.
It did. It did.
We had some interruptions later after the shutdown, but for me, we had 2 laptops over here. And we couldn't get we originally had mine working, but it was a little bit laggy. I was like, it's just my Wi-Fi. But I was like, because it was so laggy, I was like, all right, Sam, go get your laptop right after the prelims in. And he drove over to his house and came back over here with his laptop just in case it wasn't going to work during the fight. And we got it booted up and stuff. And then we went to the BKFC website. And it wouldn't even open over there. So I was like, okay, I guess we're just down to this one laptop. And it was still a little bit iffy, but we eventually got the laptop to work for a good solid bit.
Remember the bare knuckle? I forget which one it was. Oh, the one when Yuli won the 3-second knockout, how it ended at like 2 a.m. because they started like 2 hours late when they were at Hard Rock.
This seems, I don't feel like this was really a problem back when I first got my subscription, which would have been the first one that I started watching after I started paying for them was BKFC 16. And I do not remember BKF 16 or 17 having those problems. I think BKFC 18 was the one that started way later because of the storms. But man,
but now think about this. Now think about this though. What if you were you're like in a new relationship. When you start dating a girl, you don't see the wrong in them. The first couple of times you're like, oh, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. But after you sit back and you start seeing everything, you're like, holy shit. Because I'm telling you, you look at it totally different. When you look, after you look at something and you sit back, you're like, fuck. Like,
well, that's
just
true.
like,
that's what I'm starting to see. I sort of forgave him because it's really young sport. They're still getting things figured out. But this is
December 17th, Miami, Florida.
As they advertise it, this is the fastest growing sport in the world right now. You'd think they'd have enough money to be able to not have these kinds of problems happen almost every single event. I mean, go back, what was it, July or August to the Toe the Line event over in the UK. Almost the entire thing's audio was messed up. And that's just like becoming more and more something you notice.
I'm loving this.
Cutting
I'm
out
loving the
15
fun.
minutes. Go ahead.
I'm loving this. He's going hard. This is Benjamin's hard facts right here.
Well, I mean, it cut out for, okay, so this last event I was about to get into, it cut out for 15 minutes for us. We were freaking out trying to get it to boot back up. At first I thought it was just my Wi-Fi, but then I go on to the Only Hands group and everyone's talking about how it's cut off for everyone. And eventually I got it pulled back up on my phone, and I just set my phone right under our TV so that we don't miss what's happening, and trying to still get it to work on our laptop and eventually get it to work on the laptop again. But man, it was frustrating. I
got something, man. I see your arguments with people. Like, you've argued so hard for Pearl, man. I want you to tell everybody what happened in the Pearl fight, man. I know you wanted to talk about it yesterday, but we didn't have enough time with that. I know what happened with in your eyes, because this is. I told her he's about to go off. This is about to be epic.
You told Pearl?
No, I told Ms. Janine.
We were talking about this fight.
We're gonna send this to her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still want to learn more about how judging is supposed to be done and all that. And I'm gonna eventually get a guy on that has a little bit of knowledge in that field. But as a viewer, I just saw Pearl not only outbox her, but even with the statistics card that came up later, it shows that her hit numbers higher, her percentage landed versus percentage thrown is way higher. The damage on Britton's face is clear and evident. I mean, she sliced her cheek open and there's blood pouring all over Britton's face. And the earlier rounds, I will say the later rounds I would have given to Britton. I would have given her at least a round or two. But I do not see how that wasn't scored in favor of Pearl. It felt like they cheated Pearl out, because it looked like, to me, I've watched it twice now, it looked like Pearl just outboxed her for almost the whole thing. The only areas where Britton Hart totally excelled in were in the clinch. And I've been hearing that as far as scoring in bare knuckle goes, they're looking for control of the clinch. But
well, that's a crock of shit, because that had to clinch a lot of times. And see, that's what I was saying earlier. She won because she did exactly what Dat did to Palomino, but Dat lost.
Yeah.
So the judges are they're not coexisting. They're whatever the fuck happens, because if she won,
it's pretty picked when I saw that. So it's making me very suspicious of the Florida judges.
Agreed. I watched that fight and I thought for sure Pearl won that fight. There was
I did
no
too. I was like, that wasn't even close.
I mean,
you know,
I said to Sam,
I watched it going, and did I just watch that? I mean,
Yeah.
I've watched thousands of fights, and I can't even. It just seemed like the obvious winner that Pearl won that fight.
Yeah, I mean, do you watch the person that's trained her, Amanda Serrano, fight? At all?
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can really see that training with Amanda Serrano, one of the greatest female boxers in the world right now.
She is.
It's really paid off, and I wish that she was scored accordingly. And I wish I could.
You ready for this though, man? You ready for this?
I don't know what fight they were watching.
You know what? If I was Pearl's management team right now, you got to think she was a grappler in the UFC. She said that she did last year. She started training boxing. She's going to transition back into MMA, and guess what? Her stand-up is going to be sick now with her grappling.
Yeah.
And you know what I didn't like?
Are you sure she's going back to MMA though?
I guarantee you, after this next fight, everybody's saying that. Think about this. I want you to think about this. The UFC's been having her do interviews.
Mm-hmm.
If they're still keeping her involved, why are they keeping her involved? And I want to rant on this for a second. Everybody was like, she don't care about the organization because she wasn't there the week before. She was at the UFC event. If the UFC calls you and says, I'm paying you to hold a microphone, $5 billion company over a company that's not worth $1 million yet, you're going to go do that. And then for people to say that she's a clout chaser and all that stuff. And this is what I say, I always say, girls, I got daughters, don't show your boobs, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But if you back it up like that, shake that thing on Instagram.
He does back it up. I understand all the claims of people saying that like she's giving these female fighters bad image. She's just being.
She backs it up.
Yeah, she does back it up though.
Because she's hot and she has fake tits. Who the fuck cares? I got fake tits. What does that make me less of a woman? Because like.
No.
Well, what's her thumb? She takes those pictures in her thumbs and
she.
I think however she wants to market
that's
it,
what that makes me.
Yeah, I think however she wants to market it, whatever she wants to do with her body is her business outside of the ring. You need to pay attention to her fight skills. If she was just talking shit and honing it up over here and then couldn't back it up, that would be something worth mocking. But she's not. She's actually a really good fighter.
Really good fighter.
Really
amazing. Fighter. I'm surprised you said that she's going over to UFC because I think she could have a real career in women's boxing if she wanted to.
Oh, well, now that's true. Now that I could see that. But what I'm saying is,
wouldn't it be crazy if they actually put her up against Amanda Serrano one day?
That would probably that's a different level. That's a different level there, man. Man, look, I'm telling you, the way I just didn't like how she was portrayed as because she's Hollywood, because she's had a little success in life.
Yeah.
But you know what? I guarantee if you look at her story, she came from
a rough background.
But you know what? Here's the thing about that. Even if someone didn't come from a rough background, are you going to hold that against them? It's like, I feel like people are so quick to judge other people. Listen, whether you're born with a silver spoon or you're born with a broken plastic spoon, it doesn't matter. It's how you carry yourself as a person, right? It's how you live your life with integrity.
Absolutely.
And put in the work. And whether you put in the work and your parents are millionaires or you put in the work and you come from the projects, it doesn't make a difference, right? You bring it and all that shit's in the ring.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming you saw the press conference too, right?
Now, I was good. That's what I wanted to talk about.
There was a pretty funny comeback to Britton Hart's claims to the streets. She's from Virginia.
That was funny. That was funny. That whole press conference is funny, man.
Yeah, I love Britton Hart, but man, that made me laugh.
Yeah, when she said the streets, and she said you're from what? She said you're from Virginia.
You're from Virginia. They don't have streets.
And then she called her fake something about her clothing. I didn't really catch it. And then that's when Brennan went with her, called her the fake whatever she said.
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton. She said she had a Louis.
Yeah, the fake Louis Vuittons. Yeah.
It looked real and it had Louis Vuitton on it, so it had to be real, right? So
I wouldn't go up in a press conference with a fake Louis Vuitton if I was on TV, but that's just me. I don't think it would have been fake. I don't think
I don't even know. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is.
Louis Vuitton is the biggest French handbag company around, and Louis Vuittons can, they can range in thousands and thousands of dollars. And
yeah,
I used to work in
At
luxury
least the French do that.
way back in the day, and we used to be able to call out if something was fake or not, because usually if they had little feet in the bottom of the Louis, we could tell they were fake. Anyway, there's all kinds of, when you work in luxury handbags, you can tell. But I worked.
So they're not good at war, but they're good at making handbags. Basically,
apparently.
There we go. I had to get one in there. I mean, I look. So what did you think? The scoring 3-2. How did you score that fight? If you
3-2, yeah. That for the Pearl Gonzalez versus Britain Hart fight. 3-2. Yeah, I give Britain Hart at least 2. I could even understand if they wanted to give it a draw. I would have been more accepting of a draw than saying Britain won that, because when I heard that verdict, I was just absolutely shocked. And then just imagine my shock when it happens, not just on the same card where it's just that didn't seem right. It's the next fight. It's Dat Nguyen versus Luis Palomino. You get this even more insane call, I think.
Kind of made me mad a little bit. I'm like, Pearl won that fight. I mean, yeah. I don't think there was any discrepancy there. I don't understand it. I really don't.
Is her loss the reason that she's going to leave BKFC?
No, I just think it was already just, look, they're paying money,
Yeah.
You got to think, she can make way more money not getting hit with bare knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, and you're not, you're doing, I guarantee you, see the boxing in the UFC. But you're not going to everybody keeps on Instagram saying she's back in the UFC. She's going back to the UFC. And I'm thinking that'd be a good place to go to, wouldn't you think?
If they had scored it correctly and given Pearl this win, I think she would have been on almost everyone's probably top 5 women's rankings for BKFC. You know what
they should do? Check this out. They
need to put her in Invicta and put her against Helen Peralta.
Yeah, check this out. They should just say Van Zant's got one more fight, Pearl got one fight, put her and Van Zant together. Co-main event.
Ooh, I would watch that.
Yeah, me too.
I would watch that.
Look, that's how easy the matchmaking is right there. That's how easy it is.
That would be a killer fight. Agreed.
So, Benjamin. So, look, BYB's coming up December the 17th, man. Look, I'm going to start sending you stuff, man, because, look, I'm going to sell you on this. Check this out. This is a cool thing. There's not going to be no crazy scam on the stage with crypto. None of that crazy stuff.
You sure?
The YouTube channel, positive. MMAcoin is very good. There's not going to be the YouTube channel is going to be live, so it's just going to go around the YouTube so you can just sit there and watch it for the people out there in the audience.
Yeah.
And things like that. So, and there's not going to be no fake stuff around because that's just not how it's run. So you got to start watching.
Is it still in front of the Florida Athletic Commission, though? That's my question.
What?
Is it still in front of the Florida Athletic Commission? Are we still going to have these weird judges?
Well, see, it's not. If you come to the BYB fights, man, 98% get finished. Look at the ratio. Nobody goes past Nobody. I mean, if you get to the 5th round, you're like shit. Somebody, those some tough dudes. Because I'm serious. So when you have a 98 point, that's what I'm saying. 98% knockout completion ratio, finishing or whatever it is. You don't really have to worry about the judges.
For sure. Yeah, if there's a knockout, the judges can't really say anything, can they?
Yeah, and you got Mike Goldberg on the mic sitting there, and you got Polly, you got all these people.
I'm excited to see that. Yeah, I'm gonna.
And they signed They signed Big Mo, that young announcer guy that's really funny. They just signed him. Everybody check him out. That fucker is hilarious. Yeah, he is. I was telling people I thought he'd be in the UFC in the next few years because that's how good he is. When Bruce gets tired, that's how good this guy is, and that's gonna be their announcer.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
So,
I do want to say something about Lorenzo Hunt's freak out and then walkout. I wasn't super happy about him freaking out at the press conference the way he did, but I do have to say his his walkout idea was hilarious with him coming around slapping the belt. I hope next time he gets two of them, just dual wields them, slaps them like all over the stage.
I didn't like when he won what he said in the ring. He was throwing the F-bomb and like acting like he was some raging lunatic.
Yeah.
He looked
like a GTA character.
Three belts, 3 weight classes, Benjamin. Tell me that. They fought, they waited at 194, 195. He got the 185 belt. He got the 195 Police Gazette belt, and Hector got to keep the 205 belt. Tell me how the hell, you just tell me how did that happen in one fight?
I don't know. It was kind of confusing trying to follow that after the fight. I was like, what are they talking about? And then whatever Luis Palomino said, it was totally incomprehensible to me. I was like, were you hitting the head too many times?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I was just had anything on that. But hey, so tell Mr. Nene about your, I threw him on the spot yesterday. I said, you want to do a live? And I said, you're doing it. It was a live round. You had about 10-minute notice, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, man. You mean with that win?
Yeah.
He's awesome.
And
he's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to have him on my show so much. I need at least like an hour or two to talk to him, or even if I could just talk to his wife, that'd be an interesting story to cover. Because how many people are out here just trying to find out about like what it's like to be the wife of a champ like that? That's a story that needs to be explored, I think. I loved every second of it. It was a little bit nerve-wracking because, for my own show, I don't record it live because I'm so paranoid about making mistakes. But I guess it gets easier with practice.
And you started talking shit at the end. He started talking about Palomino at the end.
It just came out.
What the hell?
Some of that shit's the kind of stuff I cut out of my own show because I've been worried about starting.
Guess what? Your opinions matter. So even if you say that shit, guess what? It was funny. That was hilarious. And dude,
like if you say it, you just own it.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ben. Hey man, thanks for coming on tonight, man, and just let us know when you got some other shows come out and we'll share it and stuff.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Ben.
awesome, man. Awesome.
Oh, also, I keep getting accused of being the bare knuckle judge. I'm not the bare knuckle judge. This guy that's on the on all the social.
Are you not the judge? Who do you think those guys? Who do you think he is?
I thought that was the patrol man, but now
who do you think the patrol man is?
Him for a while. I have no clue who it is. Someone made a joke and said it was Brandon Lambert. I'm pretty sure it's not Brandon Lambert.
Nah, he likes to get too much. He likes that people. He'll literally say whatever in the world in this world. So he ain't gonna hide behind it. So
he's not the type to hide behind a fake account just to.
I think I know who it is, but I'm not gonna give him no clout right now. But I'm watching him. Yeah, okay. I think I know who it is. There's a couple of people, man. But anyway. Yeah, he's not the judge. He said it, or is he the judge?
Oh,
stay tuned.
That's exactly what the judge would say. I don't know.
No, stay tuned. Stay tuned to find out if he is the judge.
Maybe I am.
Watch his show. He'll let you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, man. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks,
all right, thank you. You have a great night.
Awesome. No, that was good. That was good. That was good. That was good.
That was good.
There we go. Okay. That was very like I agreed with like 90% of stuff he said on everything. Like he went on he could have went on a good rant. He had some good stuff. Like he could have went on. He had some good stuff. It's funny. Like I love it.
He's a good kid. I like him a lot. He's great.
I'll shout our sponsors out. We got a smaller show today. Chachi was out traveling, but I did throw him on the spot. He said, I want to interview Dad. I reached out to Dad and they said, we can do it tonight. He thought he was going to come and do it with me. He got on the show about 10 minutes before. I said, you got this right, bro. He said, what are you talking about? I said, it's you. The first 3 minutes you could tell, but after he caught his man towards the end, he was caught back. He looked back and he said something about fuck Palomino or something. I was like, oh shit, here we go. You can tell, like, yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was actually a really good show. That's what I was telling everybody. He actually spoke Vietnamese too. Benjamin, can speak it. Crazy. But so here we go. MMAcoin. It should pop up. If it don't pop up, must. Oh.
You got it.
Okay, it's top of the line charitable crypto for fights and everything. They sponsor their with celebrity MMA, the boxing and all that stuff. Big things coming and other things. It's a very good organization. I've witnessed a lot of growth at the beginning and everything. People need to check out MMAcoin. Ask for MMAcoin J. PowerHitter. I use it multiple times a day. It saves me on my CB and my Delta. If you have aching, backing pains and everything like that, take a hit from the PowerHitter. Put the Terphouse in it. You put the Terphouse in the PowerHitter. You put the Terphouse in the PowerHitter, and you just take a hit. It works all around and do the hokey pokey.
That's right.
You hit you see right there, there's the gels, the tinctures, all that cool stuff. You hit that stuff up. It's great. CBD Delta is amazing.
MacGyver's been using the rub. It's been amazing. Taking away the pain. It's really works. Really works.
Full Throttle Magazine. Full Throttle Magazine. Top of the line, wearing their magazine for all the cool biker stuff and everything. Look up Full Throttle. Tell them the Brawler Network sent you. This has been a fast show tonight, guys. We had Chachi's actually at his training. He's going to train for a fight, so he was traveling to train, and he had his whole family training. So he got stuck in traffic, so we just kind of made a small show tonight. Do you have anything, Miss Jeanette?
I'm good. I'm going to pass out.
She's going to pass out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to end this show in just a second when it says I can. But everybody, thank you for coming on tonight. Check it out, like, subscribe, and share and everything.